Hi.
Hey, y'all. Hey,
Whoa.
guys. Howdy, guys.
Coming at you.
I'm using that. I like that.
It's fine.
Ray is back, everybody. This is Mike
Hi.
Heaton with the Southeast Iowa Live, the Mount Pleasant Community Profile, and I am excited to be here once again with the great Sue Sorensen. Welcome to the show,
That's so
Sue.
sweet. Thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Humbled, but
And Ray.
Not great. Not great.
The amazing
But we don't
Ray.
talk about it.
He's gone and actually done himself up a little bit today. Like, got the hair combed nicely and
button my shirt.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good look. It's a
Crazy.
good look.
It took a lot of effort,
Did it a little bit?
but it's worth
he
it.
was
good.
gone for like 4 hours.
Was
Yeah.
he to get what he had to get done up?
This is
It's
the.
just that we'll get
It takes
that.
time. I have to apply my
Can you
nipple.
see his amazing? Show your shoes. Hold your shoe up there. These are awesome shoes. Very cool, man. Very cool. You might be wondering why we are here today and why Ray is all dressed up.
I wasn't wondering that at all.
No?
Actually, I was well briefed.
Well, the last time I had you both on the show at the same time, it was called Mount Pleasant Live.
That's
it was
right.
a different show
Yes,
completely.
That's right.
And we were talking about this new thing that was going to happen over on Iowa Wesleyan's campus.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is the Belle Center,
Mhm.
which is super exciting. A lot has changed
Yes.
since
We
that.
are actually at the Belle Center.
Well,
Right,
yeah,
we
for
are at
one,
Belle
we're here
Center.
right now, right? Sue is the executive director of the Belle Center.
Center.
We're going to tell you all about what the Belle Center is at this point and where it's
Yes.
going. Now it's changing. And then Ray is the community manager
Correct.
of the Belle Center.
Yep.
And we're going to explain what that means, how it's connected to the mission of the organization. Go ahead, Sue. Tell us about the Belle Center. Like, what's the point? What's the mission? Why are we doing this crazy huge
Well,
idea here in Mount Pleasant?
Yeah, so like I said last time, it's sort of a phoenix rising out of the ashes. As you well know, Iowa Wesleyan closed last year about this time. Was
Yeah.
towards the very end.
This
of,
is graduation week.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is
Last
it.
year,
This was
yeah.
it. It was very,
It's
very
hard to believe.
sad. It was very sad, and a lot of these buildings, as I'm looking out the window here, a lot of these buildings have been purchased and are have their future ahead of them.
Right.
The school district bought quite a few buildings, and the developer bought some, and then we, a group of us that formed the Belle Center, which is a nonprofit organization. We purchased what was previously known as the Chadwick Library from the Board of Trustees and the USDA.
Now, if we do really good here,
Yeah.
I'm going to superimpose a screenshot of the Chadwick Library.
Oh,
Look, right now, our
oh.
listeners are literally looking at the Chadwick Library.
Yeah.
They're not looking at
Yeah.
us. They're seeing the front
Okay, they're seeing the
Okay.
front.
of it. You like
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
I like
I'm
that.
saying it out loud as it's actually happening.
I know.
Okay,
It's
so
like
you remember
magic.
to
It's like
do that.
meta.
That way you've
Is
got
that
markers.
meta? Give me the general idea.
Okay, so the general idea is that we want to help underrepresented individuals, businesses, entities, entrepreneurs who need a place to go for resources, support, information. Did I say support?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Twice.
just somewhere that they can go to say, okay, this is my idea. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to make a career change. What do I have to do to get to where I want to be? Right? In general, male, female, whatever nationality. Those of us who live in rural communities like Mount Pleasant and the surrounding areas, we don't have the big cities to get all of the support and
All
resources.
those extra resources.
Yeah, we don't.
And there's special bank loans you can get. You have to go and talk to people about. There's all kinds of support on how to build your business plan.
Yeah.
Stuff where you can just show up and talk to somebody,
Yes.
and they have tons of resources, especially in larger cities.
But
Those
in
just don't
rural-
exist here.
In rural
They do exist, but they're harder to
they're
access.
harder to access,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
This is just increasing access on that front.
Absolutely.
Just a quick break here, guys. I got to be able to pay the bills, so we're going to come back right after this commercial.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you to that dream vacation with a savings account designed to help get you on the flight there. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Step back in time and create unforgettable memories of the 2024 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Gather the family and immerse yourselves in the nostalgic charm of steam engines, antique cars and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and the horses. Whether it's the savory delights from the North Village to the log cabin or the unforgettable concerts, this is where memories are crafted. Plan now to bask in the history of the past from August 29th to September 2nd in Mount Pleasant. Visit oldthreshers.com for details. Don't miss this chance to make timeless memories.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Welcome back to Southeast Iowa Live. This is the Mount Pleasant Community Profile, and we are here at the Belle Center with Sue Sorensen and Ray Vens. So really that leads to you, Ray, to a certain extent. Like we will have programs, it sounds like, at the Belle that has training and things like that, but you've been up to some really cool things with the whole top floor of this space. Can you describe what that space is going to be or the hope that it will be?
Yeah, absolutely. So our upstairs floor, I guess the primary function is a co-work space. And if you remember Traction Steam over on the square, which I think you have been there a few times, Mike.
A little bit. Yep.
So
recorded a lot of episodes out of that space. Yeah.
Yeah. When you and I were working on Traction Steam, we found that not only did people need a co-work space, individuals, and some for-profit businesses, we found a lot of interest from our nonprofit community in using that space. They'd use it for meeting space if they're having a monthly meeting. Some of them met weekly, and they would have community, they would have a community space where they would have their meetings. And so we carried that over to the Belle Center, and our primary function when we got started, in fact, we had an open house specifically for nonprofits.
This was just a couple Fridays ago.
It was just a couple Fridays ago.
Quite a few people came through too. That was really neat.
Absolutely. Yeah, really great turnout. I'm actually continuing to give tours because of the weather. A lot of people weren't able to show up.
Sure.
A lot of them, I was just surprised at how many of them reached out to tell us they weren't going to make it that day, but rescheduled. In fact, what was it? Was it Tuesday? We gave two tours of the building. And so we're continuing to do that. And as we gear up upstairs, some of those organizations have already talked to us about booking space.
Right.
I've got perimeter offices, and we are building out just work group clusters, for lack of a better term.
So that's really cool, because I look at this space as it was, the Chadwick Library. We had the International Room, where if a nonprofit wanted to have a larger meeting with 30 to 90 people, they would always be in that room. That was like the go-to place for Mount Pleasant for those type of meetings. And to think of, someone mentioned this the other day, he said, it's almost like the old church basement on steroids.
True, right? Yeah,
like,
without the weird toy box with broken toys.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
And that funny smell.
Yeah. It's a place for people to come together and gather to do community good, which is what nonprofits are. Yeah. What I loved about it too, when you were describing it, like it means that they have a permanent mailing address. It doesn't change. It's not a P.O. box. And it doesn't change whenever there's a new president of the organization. Right. Permanent mailbox, they just change who's collecting the mail, right?
Yeah, it's not coming to their, whoever the current board president or chair,
treasurer, or secretary.
Yeah, it's not coming to their residence. You can come here, you can come here. Right. I sort that mail on a daily basis, put it in those mailboxes. So,
and what are some of the other high speed?
The biggest thing for rural is that we have high-speed internet.
Right.
And what we had before, we've got even more now. So awesome. We've got high-speed internet, but we also have access to copy, scan, print capabilities. So we've got a Sharp machine upstairs. It's got all those capabilities. So if you need to print your board packets, if you need to print your agendas,
That's the key.
all of those things.
Yeah.
If you need to scan and email that to the board members, you can do that. Yeah.
We have Zoom capabilities
Yep,
too.
we
We
do
have a
have
very
Zoom
large, I don't know how big
capabilities.
that TV is, but
That's a 60.
yeah, 60.
So that high-speed internet really comes in handy at that point,
Truly,
because you can
yeah.
have your core of your board meeting in the space, but people that can't
yeah.
join live or in person, they can join remotely
Correct.
via a very large TV at the end of a board
Yeah.
table.
And an
Yeah.
owl. We have the owls available
Yeah.
too.
So
We
what's
have the owls.
Okay, describe the owl to me.
I'm gonna let
'cause-
him describe
Okay,
it.
what is the owl?
So, an owl, if you think of a Bluetooth speaker,
Ooh, I'm going to cut to the owl right here. Everyone right now is
Yeah.
looking at the
Absolutely.
owl
Yeah.
picture.
It's
Yeah.
very
So
close.
describe what they're seeing right now,
so
right?
what you're seeing right now, it looks like a Bluetooth speaker, but if you'll notice that bubble on top, that bubble has two cameras in it, and they rotate 360 degrees. So if I'm presenting at a meeting that we're also running online, people can zoom into that. The one camera will follow me, and then another camera will target anybody who may be asking a question, somebody from the other side of the room who has something to add, or like I said, asks a question. It'll zoom in on them. It'll show them on the screen as well as me when they're asking questions. So.
Yeah.
But it's basically a peripheral device that you can use with your Zoom meetings or Teams meetings, however you video conference. That's the tool that you use. It just gives you a little bit better quality than your laptop, your typical laptop camera.
So if I'm a nonprofit, what I see then is I can come into a space that we can call our headquarters.
Yep.
Right? Has a mailbox. I can print all my agendas, my minutes, all that kind of stuff before a big board meeting. There's a limit, a cap on that, it sounds
Right.
like, but
Yeah.
to a certain extent, you can't like print out all your board binders
No.
without an extra fee or something.
No, yeah.
There's a max per month or
Yeah.
whatever. You can go upstairs to the third floor and have a reserved or a unreserved, but you sit it where it's open workspace that
Yep.
a handful of members of your nonprofit can use as a work center, right?
Correct.
To do some work around a nonprofit. And then you have a breakout access to 3 or 4 different sizes of conference rooms
Yeah.
Right.
in the space where you can meet based on the size of your group and what's reserved, and with massive high-speed internet and Zoom capabilities on top
Right.
of it, and presentation abilities. I think there's a whiteboard going in one of them, you were saying.
I've got several. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got several whiteboards.
We haven't
All
even
those things.
touched on the coffee.
Oh,
Right.
and then you got coffee.
We've
Yeah.
got coffee
It's
and
key.
popcorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a whole different level of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then it sounds to me like, from what you're saying too, and we've had discussions on this, that if a nonprofit was going to host, say, a fundraiser
Mhm.
Absolutely.
or a larger event,
Yes.
there is the ability, and we're building this out here at the Belle, to host a larger event like a fundraiser or
Fundraiser.
speaker series type stuff
Yep.
that can be
Presentations,
catered and
yes.
that kind of deal.
Training, whatever you need.
Right.
Yeah, we eventually or very soon we'll have those capabilities.
Well, I'm really excited to see how that all plays out over
Yeah,
the course of next
absolutely.
year. I think it's really exciting.
It is.
A lot of great news. Best wishes to you guys as you build this thing out. Ray, as you get all these awesome new people, nonprofits,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and co-working members upstairs. So if anyone's interested, they can contact you about
Mhm.
office space, right?
Yep. Yep.
Right. And then if you want to get into the mission of the place or big events, things like that,
They can
Sue's the
contact
executive director. You can contact Sue. Where can you go to find that information?
You can go to our website,
Which is?
which is www.bellcenter.org.
BelleCenter.org. And that's
.org,
Bell
sorry.
with an E.
.org.
Yeah, .org.
.org.
That's key is the E. People
Yeah.
always put
BELLE.
Right.
Center. Yeah.
And it's .org.
And we do have a Facebook page too.
We do have a
So a lot
Facebook
of our-
page. Yep.
Yeah, and be looking for our Facebook page because we will be doing another open house.
Awesome. Well, good luck with everything. I say that. I'm
Thank
on the
you.
board, so I
Thank you,
gotta.
Mike.
Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
yeah, this
Thank
has
you.
been a fun journey, and I'm really glad you guys are part of this journey, and we're gonna make this happen. It's gonna be awesome.
We hope so.
Every day is a brand new day.
That's
It's-
true.
It's fun. It's absolutely